A few years ago, I was drinking at a bar with my best friend Alex. We were watching a basketball game together, Lakers versus Miami Heat. Alex was the greatest friend a girl could ever have. Unfortunately, his ex-girlfriend, Ashley, didn't think he was the best boyfriend a girl could have. She cheated on him with another guy. Ironically, though, that guy ended up cheating on her as well. He got her pregnant, twice, and broke up with her. Anyways, the two of us were drinking a couple of beers when a woman in a red dress walked into the bar. She was in her early 30s, blonde, and had a body most women would kill for. She was absolutely stunning. Alex couldn't help but look her over every now and then. She kept staring at Alex and eventually walked over to us, sitting next to him. She asked if he would buy her a drink. He complied. She asked him if he wanted to go home with her. He wasn't sure at first, torn, I think, by some remnant of loyalty to Ashley, but I assume his anger at her made him say yes. Alex gave me his goodbyes and left the bar with the woman to go to the apartment he and I had been sharing since Ashley kicked him out. She drove since he was too drunk to drive for himself. I was at the bar for another hour, still watching the game. The Lakers were winning by 30 points. Suddenly the game was cut off. An emergency news bulletin blared across the screen. Curses and shouts of anger were replaced by silence. A psychotic woman has escaped Aylwood's mental ward, the reporter said grimly. She is armed with a gun and a blade. She is very dangerous and should not be approached. She is a known killer of at least 2 men. A picture of a blonde woman was superimposed over the reporter. I stared at it, willing myself to be mistaken. The woman was familiar. More than familiar. It was the same woman Alex had just left with. I pulled out my cell phone, my fingers racing across the screen. I listened to his phone ring for a full minute, waiting for him to respond. He didn't. I realized I was just wasting time, so I called a cab and rushed to our apartment. I was fumbling with my keys at the door of our apartment almost at the instant the taxi stopped, trying to get to Alex in time. The lock snicked open, but the bolt was drawn. I pounded the door, hoping Alex would answer it. There was no response. Panic and adrenaline raced through me. I threw my full weight against the door, again and again. Eventually the bolt gave, the backplate wrenching away from the door jamb. I burst into the apartment and charged into Alex's bedroom. Alex was there all right. He was everywhere. On the bed, on the floor, and on the walls. The room looked like little kids had been finger painting with red paint. Alex's torso and neck were on the bed. His organs were too, his intestines draped over the headboard. His arms and legs were stashed all over the apartment. One of them was microwaved, the other burnt to a crisp in the kitchen oven. But his head? The cops never did find that. And they never found her. That woman. The woman in the red dress. She's still out there.